Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tesh. Here, I teach you how to connect with your higher self, God, and nature by clearing blocks, negative energy, and doing magic to manifest the life that you want. So let's get it. Hey babies. So today I want to go over the symbols and signs of the planets so that during our sigil live that we're going to do next, we can have all of the tools we will need in order to create great sigils. All right. So one of the first symbols I want to talk about is the symbol of the sun. And the symbol of the sun is a dot. Okay. The sun is all about your individuality, your character, and it's the central awareness of yourself. And when you're using your sun energy, you're showing who you are and shining that out against the constructs of Saturn, which Saturn is the circle around the sun. So sometimes you'll see the sun with just the dot, or you'll see the sun represented as the circle with the dot. And that is the sun fighting against the constructs of Saturn, which Saturn is the circle around the sun. Or another symbol for the sun is the 6-point star. All right. The 6-point star is also a symbol of the sun. All right. As above, so below. Okay. The moon. Now, the moon is about receptivity, sensibility, the subconscious mind. Venus, all about creativity and charm, using that creative thinking, that creative thought process. Mars. Now this is great because Mars is actually ruled by Saturn. So as you can see, the circle of Saturn is here, and this is Mars, the arrow shooting out. So whenever you're doing certain type of workings, it's never Saturn that's actually doing the work. Saturn is the boss. Saturn is the one that sets the rules and sets the tone and keeps us on the schedule. It's Mars that's shooting out from Saturn in order to do the work. So if a car accident occurs, that's Mars. If you break something, that's Mars. If wars are happening, that's Mars. Saturn may have orchestrated or signed the document saying the war can happen, but it's actually Mars that's actually making being the active participant of the war. Okay. That's how that works. Then we have Mercury. Mercury is all about communication, is all about clarity of the mind, and it brings in the analytical thinking, whereas Venus brings in the creative thinking. Mercury brings in the analytical thinking. You read the book, you learn the lesson, you have the experience, and then that comes out. All right. All of these you want to write down for your sigils, because you can use any of these to make the type of sigil that you're trying to make. Now we're going to do Jupiter. Jupiter is about values. Jupiter is about generosity. Jupiter is about expansion. Jupiter is about benevolence. So whenever you're doing anything with benevolence and expansion and anything with money and finances and just happiness, you can use Jupiter. But this is about happiness with integrity, not happiness without it. I don't know if Jupiter really knows the difference, but Saturn knows how to come in and fix that if Jupiter doesn't get it right. We have Saturn here. Now, Saturn has two symbols. We have this symbol here, which is our normal symbol. And that Saturn is about seriousness, discipline, severity. And then, of course, we have Saturn as the circle as well. So you'll see either one of those as the protection, the construct, the barrier, You can use this as protection and for barrier. I mean, you can use it to protect you, and you can use it to cleanse things from you. And it will still put that sense of protection or that barrier around you. Uranus is all about transformation and trying to be free, and you're always striving for freedom of transfer. You're always striving for freedom. You're always striving for transformation. You want to be transformative. Okay, so Uranus is all about the realization of the transformation. You've made the transformation. You have transformed who you are. You don't sit in situations, places, and things anymore. You use that Mars energy to get out of any situation that's holding you back. How beautiful is that? Neptune. Neptune is all about fantasy, all about vision, creative wisdom. Okay, that's what Neptune is about, the creative wisdom. Pluto. Pluto is all about determination. Pluto is all about determination. Striving for the best. Change now. It's never about a prolonged change with Pluto. Pluto's change now. Do it now. Okay? Pluto comes in abruptly and make changes. So whenever something happens and it happens quickly in your life, that's Pluto that has taken over. Now, the North Node. Now, the North Node is what you should be doing in this lifetime, okay? And that's the symbol for the North Node. This is what you should be doing. You see how it makes a rainbow? You should be doing this in this lifetime. This is what you should be doing. The South Node is what you have already done in previous lifetimes, and you need to not do that anymore. Or you need to work out of that using the light side of that energy, using the less karmic side of that energy, the South Node. So this is where you have been. The North Node is where you're headed to, the direction that you should be going. And you need to look at your chart in order to know that, because that is the beginnings of knowing what to do and what you need to be doing in your life. So it's the first triangle. Fire. An upside down triangle. See, in the first video when we were doing the shapes, I just talked about the triangle. But the triangle can be broken up into 6, 7 different elements of its own. So I want to show you the different elements the triangle itself can go into so that you can understand the difference between an upright triangle and upside down triangle. Upright triangle with a line in between is for air. The upside down triangle with the line in between is for earth. Fire, water, air, earth. Now, the symbol for spirit is a circle This is the symbol for spirit. The circle with the 8 triangles. So put 8 triangles together with the points in the center. That is the symbol for spirit. And then you already know the triangle then goes into the star. In the middle of the star represents consciousness. Okay? All right, guys. So those are just a few symbols that we'll be using. Go back to the video that we did on symbols. that we use in magic, because you're going to use that as well. And then we will get into making our sigils. I was about to do a live on sigils and then realized I don't have all my symbols that I wanted to show y'all. So as I'm making them, I don't want to be discussing them. I want to just be going. All right. All right, guys, I'll see you in the sigil live. Bye.